Hello everyone, it's Jeanne Peters here with another edition of the Real Food Culinary Boot Camp, speaking with you about how to make a delicious bone broth. A bone broth that far outweighs anything that you could get out of a can or one of those really sodium-laden little cubes. And it takes really minimal amount of time and effort, and I think you're going to find that the benefits are so amazing that I hope I can inspire you to do so and get started soon. This is just some of the broth that I've made before, and I can tell you that this broth is amazing for, first of all, it's delicious, and it's fantastic for any of you that have osteopenia or osteoporosis. Perhaps you have problems with your joints, your knees, and you're looking for a way to help rebuild them naturally. Perhaps you're looking for a way to be able to get some easy, superior minerals into your diet. So let me teach you a little bit about how to do this so that you can start enjoying the benefits as well. What I want you to do is from now on, I want you to save the carcass of any meat, fish, or poultry that you're eating. And I've got here the carcass of a small chicken that we've had this past week. And my mother would not be so proud of me because she was excellent at being able to get most of the chicken off of these bones. I'm not quite as, I don't know, particular as she was. So I'm just taking this, and what I'm going to do is actually put this into my crock pot, and I've got enough water to cover it. I'm just going to take out all of these bones here and put those in. And then to that, the magical ingredient to that is to add a little bit of, why don't you back up for a second there? Yeah. A little bit of raw apple cider vinegar. Now, I love Bragg's raw apple cider vinegar for a couple of reasons. One is that it is a live food, and you can use this for many other things, but in this particular purpose, adding 2 tablespoons of this raw apple cider vinegar to here is the magical ingredient that's going to pull out the minerals from these bones and put that into the broth. But it's not going to just pull out the minerals, which is going to help all of you with osteopenia and osteoporosis and just anybody to keep their bones healthy when they consume this broth. But it's also the connective tissue. All of this connective tissue is basically the chondroitin and the glucosamine that you find in those products that are sold over the counter. That's naturally found in there, along with hyaluronic acid, so that when you are actually breaking that down, it gets into this broth and actually forms almost like a gelatin. That substrate is what actually is going to help to heal your own connective tissue. Like treats like. Now, just to flavor this, let's go ahead and put a few other things in here. I'm going to add a couple of cloves of garlic and a bay leaf, some chopped celery and carrots. And I love to use the whole pieces of celery. There's a lot of flavor in those greens, and they're full of more of the minerals. And I've got a few things out of my garden. So I've got some fennel, some raw fennel, and I'm going to put a little bit of just some dill seeds in there. I happen to love dill, and so not essential. You don't need to be doing this. I just like the flavors. I'm going to put a few seeds in, and then I'm going to put enough water in to cover this. And that's it. I'm going to put the top on. I'm going to cover this. I'm going to cook it on low. Let's take a look here. Cook it on low, and I'm going to keep it on low for 12 to 18 hours. Now, when I'm finished with that, I'm going to strain the bones out and all the greens, and I'll give that to my dog because he's going to absolutely love that. He's waiting anxiously for his broth. Those bones are so soft you don't have to worry at all. Once they've been cooked like that, the little bit of marrow that's in there will be phenomenal for your dogs or your cats, so you can feed it to your pets. And then the rest of this is going to be just this beautiful broth. Now, sometimes if you don't use a lot of apple cider vinegar, it'll turn out more like a liquid like so. But you'll see. I'm going to show this to you tomorrow, and you'll see this will be like a beautiful gelatin. And that gelatin, once it's completed, can be used, can be stored in the refrigerator and can be used as needed. And if you wanted to, you can freeze it and have it on hand so that whenever you're making a soup, you've got that fantastic broth to enjoy. By the way, you can also use turkey bones. You could use your beef bones, you could use duck bones, you know, you can use any bones. Make sure that you recycle those bones into the beautiful and wonderful health benefits of broth. Get started today. See you soon.